Yo! Video games.
Alright, okay, so I have this. All I really need to do is get to the boss and beat the boss. Where the boss is. This boss is like I need to get to the ice dungeon and get that fucking armor.
Don Bluth made an Indiegogo campaign of Dragon's Lair the movie, and me and others helped fund it, and that's how you get the Secret of Nim poster. That's kind of cool. So yes, Don Bluth himself.
Bitch! God damn it, they fucking hop. Ah!
Your face is awfully red? His face looks normal.
Who's saying that?
Earl Draco.
Jesus.
You should turn on a light. So that we're lit up. I gotta go to the bank after this shit.
I need fairies.
I liked Titan AE when I was a kid. Now I see it and I'm like, what the fuck is this? It's Titan AE. It's nostalgia. It's the same reason people really love Star Wars. But Black Cauldron, so bad. Actually, no, you know what we were talking about last night? The most emotional animated film ever made? Grave of the Fireflies. And just a really great war film, but still. I had depressing dreams after we talked about that.
He had depressing dreams?
Yeah, kinda.
Nah. Brutal.
That fucking movie.
Ah, well. Movie will do things to you. Things you don't want!
Yeah, Grave of the Fireflies punches you directly in the soul.
Punched you in the soul. Exactly in the soul. I don't want apples, fuck. I want fairies. I also want another bottle.
You like fish sticks? Yeah. And you're gay fish. God, it doesn't get the joke. No, Land Before Time just isn't as emotional as Grave of the Fireflies.
No, not at all.
When I was a kid, it hit me in the feels, but Grave of the Fireflies hits everyone in the feels.
Not mine.
I do love fish sticks. I'm a super gay fish.
I'm just a lonely girl. The groceries don't feel like a home. Now I got my wish. Cause I know that I'm a gay fish. Motherfucking gay fish.
Grave of the Fireflies deliberately made to make you feel like a piece of shit, and that's why some people don't like it, because it's made to shame the newer generation of Japan.
What? No.
I don't agree
No.
with
The film is just a fucking stance on war. It's fucking what war does to people. What it does to innocents, children, civilians, shit like that. If you want to take any message away from that, is like, fucking stop going to war. War is hell. There. Why am I stuck? I always thought this conversation I'm about to have here is interesting. So, I'm going under this fucking bridge. And there's a homeless guy living in a tent under here. Just chilling, sleeping. Who? Yo, Link! You seem to be in heap of trouble, but this is all I can give you. So Link obviously has a relationship with this
fucking
guy. Like, does he normally just come down here and just hang out with this guy?
This is where he buys his fairy dust from.
Right. I don't know. I'm just like, it's just kind of one of those things where it's like, huh? Is this what Link does in his hobby and his off hours? Just come hang out with some homeless people under bridges? Nothing wrong with it. Just interesting is all.
awkward.
Interesting is all. Link is truly a man of the people.
Will Simmons and the dudes play Mary Rose in DOA X3?
Who?
Marie Rose?
Who?
And yet humans are a species that loves war.
We do love war. Well, it's kind of like
I don't think that we love war. I think that
it's in our nature.
it's in our nature, yeah. I think it's in all nature, really. Nature is about conflict. It's the reason why all of our stories have conflict. It's the reason why history, the only interesting history that we really love, is conflict history. Mm-hmm. History only exists because we started writing down two things. Recipes and, battles, basically.
Like I've always said, as a species, we have exactly two functions. To eat and fuck. Everything else is just fluff. And all that war and killing is usually in some way tied to us either
Eating or fucking.
Or lack thereof.
Well, I mean, fucking nature is based on competition. And when you get to as big as we are, there's always going to be pain and suffering. It's unfortunate, but it would take a very serious reduction in the population to end war. And I don't mean somebody has to dominate and go on a genocidal friggin' rage. I'm talking about, there would have to be a major natural disaster or we'd have to get invaded by, say, fucking aliens. And you know why invaded by aliens would work? Because it would unite us in a war against something not human. More war.
But once we got rid of them, we'd be right back to fighting.
Probably. Have you seen the footage of FF7 Remake in Mobius FF?
What is that?
I have not.
Alright, fucking ready. Let's do this. Fuck! I need a little key.
I thought I saw Ace in the chat, but I don't know. If you're here, what's up, Ace?
What the
Cool.
Kiddo, you can suck my nutto. Then, instead of going back through all that horse shit, hacks!
That's cheating.
Whatever.
You're a cheater.
Don't give a shit.
I believe in a world without suffering.
I believe in miracles. Oh, fudge sickles. I forgot there were wall masters there.
I think believing and striving for something is you know, beautiful and a key to life, but I also believe in being realistic.
Let's be real here. We fucked.
Cool, purple nap nap.
Matter.
Fucking ace. I believe in a world without suffering. I believe in a world without war. And I believe we will destroy them.
He's more right than anyone would probably like to admit.
How do you have peace on Earth? Colonize another planet.
Wow.
Yep. It's fucked up, but it's super true, though, historically speaking.
Yes, it is.
What's up, Son Goku?
Magic Goku.
Because they never see us coming.
Let's fight this big fucking moth. Let's do this shit.
Old school Japanese enemies, man.
Matara.
Yeah.
Matara. Back to rise, back to rise, back to...
Damn, you fucked that thing up quick.
I sure did. I'm gonna go fuck up the other boss in the other dungeon.
That is an interesting thought.
What?
So, Independence Day, it'd probably be us invading to steal resources.
If we figured out lights, like more than light speed, you know.
Yeah, would we be the first to do it?
Well, have you ever read the Fermi Paradox?
No.
This is a large, awesome article that basically realistically looks at fucking everything regarding like extraterrestrial and evolution, and just kind of on the more on the because the paradox is basically saying, like, why haven't we literally seen anything sign-wise of any life whatsoever? And it goes over that, and then it goes over all kinds of things. And the most fascinating parts of it for me are that in the Fermi Paradox, one of the possibilities they say is there might be an evolutionary wall, where they talk about there's this wall where like a species will evolve to a certain point, but there's this great fucking wall where, like, you know, 99.9% of species will not develop sentience, you know, or develop language, written language, or something like that. And it's like,
Yeah.
humans, maybe there's just this big fucking evolutionary wall, and humans just are one of the fucking super rare species to overcome that wall. Now, that's not, I mean, they're not saying, oh, there's no life on other planets, they're just saying there's no sentient life. That's a possibility. Like, it goes over that, like the possibility of maybe that is why. They go over everything, every fucking possibility.
Well, I mean, but seeing as how the universe is so vast, there has to be something else out there.
Right.
You know, the thing about it is
So that was one of the things I thought. And then another thing is that they go into some weird heavy time shit, like how, you know, Age of Universe kind of shit. And they talk about that we might be our own progenitors. Like, humanity itself, as crazy as it is to think. You know, because we always talk about, like, oh, the fucking ancient civilization that came before us.
Yeah.
Like, no, that we may be that. Like, in the grand time scale of things, like, we might be that progenitor species that we're the first to figure
think about how
this shit
crazy
out.
that would be.
It's possible.
It's totally possible. Think about how crazy it would be if we're the species that goes on to seed other planets with life.
Exactly.
And it's like, we're the ancient aliens.
Yeah, we are the ancient. Like it's a strong possibility. I like reading it. It'll go over everything. There's only one part where they talk about, like, oh, what if we've been visited already? They're like, this is ridiculous, and, like, we're only bringing it just to cover all our bases, but this is fucking stupid. And they're basically, this is fucking stupid if you believe, like, there's a conspiracy to cover up, like, alien visits already on this planet.
Yeah.
Like, so if you're a big conspiracy nut about that, you probably don't want to read it, because it'll basically tell you you're an idiot.
Yeah. Did you hear about the thing Dan was telling me about at Evo, actually, on the ride up to Evo? They made the first warp drive.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so it's really weak right now, but basically they made a thing that can do warp propulsion.
It's warp propulsion, meaning what exactly?
Meaning, like, it can push itself by taking space in front of it and pushing it behind itself.
Okay, gotcha.
And I can't remember what level he was talking about and working on at this point. Basically, the idea was that it would be constant acceleration for no energy out of, like...
I read about this, yes. Basically, they call it, the infinite drive? Or
the infinite drive.
Engine or something. Infinite engine or something.
And, like, it can constantly accelerate. So you'd have to accelerate for a year, going at this crazy amount of speed for a year, and then slow down for a year.
Yeah. Well, they even talked about that in, like, the details of, like, the Avatar movie, where they're talking about Pandora, where it's like, you have to... Like, Cameron does his homework on this, and it's like, even though, like, the speed at which we go is unattainable right now, they talked about how, like, okay, like, he's in stasis for, like, 5 years or whatever, but, like, a year is speeding up, a year is slowing down.
Yeah.
And then it's, like, 3 years of max speed, just you going out to this particular point in space, which is interesting and also probably much more logical if you think about it.
Well, I mean... It'll be interesting. We're decades at the least away from seeing that be a proper engine, I'm sure. But it'd be really fucking crazy world.
I'm sure it scares the shit out of many companies. That such a thing would fucking exist.
Well, the thing about it is like, I can't remember where it was asked and stuff, but they were all like, they asked like 3 questions. It was like this counselor at my high school had like a 3 little questionnaire that he liked to use to like determine what category of personality you were in type thing.
Yeah.
And they were all like sci-fi adventure type questions. And one of them was, would you volunteer to be a space marine / Stargate? You know, like, and if you didn't understand...
Be a Stargate?
Be part of the Stargate project.
No.
You know, either be a Space Marine or be part of the Stargate project. And I was like, fuck yes!
Sorry.
I was like, fuck yeah, I would. And he would explain it to you. I had seen all that, but like, some of them didn't see that shit, so everyone just thought he was this weird dude.
You do, but by the same token, like, the shit that you could run into, it's like, oh, we're gonna send you to this side of the universe. We actually don't know what's gonna happen. Like,
awesome, Ghost Pepper, thanks.
Why am I hitting that on the middle track?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's dangerous as fuck, but you're getting to see shit that no one else in the entire world will see, possibly, you know?
Yeah, I mean, there's that.
It's the same reason people become astronauts. You can die a really horrible fucking death if you're an astronaut.
Yeah.
You're gonna see shit that no one else has ever seen.
Motherfucker. If I can get that. Too harsh from here. I'll find another one.
No, not like Mike at all. Mike's really not that weird.
What?
Wesker?
Why would he be weird?
Well, it was just funny. Katasi was making a joke. He's like, weird dude? Like this guy? And he has a picture of Mike. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's Wesker. Weird dude like Wesker? No, he was a totally normal guy. It was just that, you know, he was a counselor giving him a personality test. And it was more of like an icebreaker thing for him. But it was all science fiction shit. And like none of the high school kids really, like, it was there were maybe 20 kids in the entire class out of like 400 or 500 kids that actually knew what he was fucking asking. Like, one of them was like, if you were if you were on the Starship Enterprise and you knew about the stigma of red shirts, would you still be willing to volunteer for those duties?
You would.
I would, yeah, but...
Scotty was a red shirt, technically.
Yeah. I would, but, like, there were people who'd be like, what the fuck is a red shirt? See, Audio Dragon's with me. What'd you get, Ace?
I'd say give me a blue shirt and we'll talk.
Give me a blue shirt and we'll talk. You want to be the medical, huh?
Or Spock. Medical or science.
Medical or science, yeah. He did not ask Doctor Who questions. That probably would have been too far, I suppose.
What's your favorite fucking TV show?
Oh yeah, no, it's just love me some Doctor Who. No, stigma of red
Time to
shirts is that they always die. Period.
Yeah, too bright!
He got my fucking boat back. Nice.
This is where it starts to suck.
What in the fuck is that? Its head?
Yeah. It's blind the thief. It's gonna get worse. I can block their fireballs with my shield, but I can't block his lasers. Only the mirror shield can do that.
Picard seemed to bend that rule then, huh?
Kirk always broke rules. Well, Kirk ignored rules like crazy.
Yeah.
That's why the original series is best.
Yes.
Because Kirk doesn't give a fuck about prime directives or shit like that.
Because all he does is fuck his way across the galaxy. Like, he just... That's all he does. And if you get in the way of his fucking, he fights you. All he does is fight or fuck.
Perhaps the last one to carry on the bloodline of the Knights.
In the Next Generation, Picard and Data wore red shirts, huh?